Volume on? Yep.
Can you hear me?
There he is. Hey, this Hangout is live. Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wholesale Network. No, what are we on? We're on the Wholesale Real Estate Investing Show, number 258 by SAHA. And welcome on this Freedom Friday. What is this? May 13th. Friday the 13th. Look at that, everybody. Oh, my gosh, you better stay home. Something bad's probably going to happen. Oh, just welcome. Hey, John, how you doing there?
Hey, Paul, what's that beautiful scenery? A nice wood fence. I see pine trees. Where are you hanging out from today?
Hanging out from my backyard in Lake Tahoe, California.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out in my car, cruising around Central downtown Phoenix.
Sweet. What's happening down there?
Say that again. My signal is crappy.
I said, sweet. What's happening down there?
Transactions, sellers calling me to tell me how much they love our company and our approach. Great stuff's happening down here.
Yeah, I like it. It's only gonna get better. So anyway, we're here today on Freedom Friday, and let's see here. Did we have a show on Wednesday? Yeah, we had a show on Wednesday. We didn't have one on New Update, though. I apologize for that, guys, because my computer decided for whatever reason didn't want to hook up to the internet for any longer. So I had to take it into the shop last Sunday, and I didn't get it back until like Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was. I don't know, but so that's why we didn't have a show on. It seems like we haven't had a show in 2 weeks. It seems like 2 weeks ago on a New Update that we didn't have a show either. But I don't know. But anyway, regardless, it just seems like forever. But anyway, I just want to say, this. I don't even know what I want to say today. I titled this Dem Bills, what you gonna do when they come for you? I was talking on our network marketing show about we talk a lot about on this show. We talk a lot about what prevents people from being successful in network marketing, and life happening is one of those things that prevents people from being successful in network marketing, because you just got all these things that are going on every day in the life that you have now that you want to change through, did I say network marketing? Wholesale real estate, but that you want to change through getting involved in wholesale real estate. And the funny thing is, the way that wholesale real estate is presented to the masses is the dream, the dream that we all have, the desire that we all have for, like get rich quick. And, it's always presented as, something that you can do, it only takes you, you only put 4 hours into getting a deal and you can make, $5, $10, $20, $40,000. And people get excited about that. And they're like, oh, great. This is what I've been looking for. This is what's going to, what's going to change my life. And that's not how wholesale real estate is. It's a lot of work. There's a lot more time that goes into a deal than just the 4 hours that's presented and, talking to a seller and comping a property and sending out a contract and, showing it to a buyer and closing it and getting a payday. That's the microcosm of what it really takes to get a deal done in wholesale real estate. Wouldn't you agree, John?
Absolutely, 100%. Somebody to buy something sometimes if you don't sell the dream.
Well, of course. I mean, and that's what the presentations are all about, is to buy
time and effort goes into doing wholesale deals. And it's not as easy as I would say, the vast majority of programs make it sound.
Right. And like I said, you got them bills. What you're gonna do when they come for you? You're gonna forget about all the stuff that it takes to get started in wholesale real estate, and you're gonna go back to working every day so that you can get that paycheck and pay those bills. And that's what happens. Life gets in the way for a lot of people, and that's what prevents them from being successful in wholesale real estate. When you get into this, when you go into this, you really have to make a commitment to yourself that I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this happen. And, you know, that basically is going to mean that little bit of free time that you have. We have a little thing that we talk about on the other show that is basically a presentation for network marketing that talks about the time that you spend in your day and how much time that you're left with at the end of the day to do the things that you like to do. And obviously what you would like to do is, you know, get involved with wholesale real estate and change your life. But when you've only got 1 or 2 hours of free time at the end of your regular day, and maybe, you know, maybe you can boost that up by, you know, 4 or 5 hours on the weekends, that's not a lot of time, but you have to get committed to it. You have to put every minute of it. You got to give up the things that, you know, you got to give up the TV. You got to give up the golf with the buddies on the weekend. You got to give up, you know, all those things that, you know, you like to do, or all those things that you just do because you don't have any money to do anything else, like sitting in front of the TV, and focus on, you know, being involved in building your business.
Absolutely. I like what you're saying there, Paul, about it's going to take some time. Not only that, it's going to take some hard work, not saying you're not working smart, but it's more than just those things. Time and effort. I kind of lost track of my brain there for a second. What's the other little thing you threw in there at the end of what you said?
I don't know. My brain's not functioning this morning either. I've been busting. What got me all started on this is the fact that, you know, I'm in Tahoe right now at my house. I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks. But when I got here, and this happens every time, I've got all these grand plans of how I'm going to get all this work done for the real estate business. But when I get here, because I've been away so long, there's so much work that has to be done around here that, like, for the past 4 days, I busted my tail on Tuesday here, and I was so burnt out on Wednesday. Not only couldn't I do any work around the house, I couldn't even focus on doing any work on the, you know, on the real estate business. Even though I really wasn't doing the work on the house, I was just so burnt out that I couldn't really focus on getting anything accomplished for the real estate business. And that day, I was like, this is crazy. What the heck am I doing here? Why am I busting my ass doing $10 an hour, $12 an hour, $15 an hour, whatever work around here, you know, cleaning up this yard, raking, mowing, you know, pulling weeds, doing all that stuff, painting the fences, everything, all the stuff that's got to get done around here. Why am I doing this? I need to get somebody over here to do this so that I can put my focus back where it needs to be. So yeah, I called a guy who answered my Craigslist ad, and he's coming over today at 10 o'clock, and he's going to start doing all the damn work around here, and I can just go back to doing what matters. and that's where this came from. And the thought process that I have was that, you know, I fell back into that old pattern of, you know, I've got to do all this work myself because of why? I don't know, because I'm the only one that can do it around here. I don't know what the heck got me into that thought process of that. I should have I know. Well, I got stuck because my computer went down, so I couldn't put that Craigslist ad out sooner. That was the problem. So I had nothing to do. I had no computer, so I may as well work around the house. And then I kind of got caught up in it, and I just realized when I woke up this morning, I was just like, oh man, there's probably like 4 or 5 things that I really need to do that I haven't done.
I made the decision a long time ago, probably right around this time last year, to hire a personal assistant to do things like cleaning the car, doing the grocery shopping, running some errands, running things by bringing checks to title companies, picking up checks, stuff like that, and hiring a housekeeper to do the deep cleaning in the house. Because what I was realizing is there's a lot of time and effort that goes into building a business, especially if you want to scale your business up and grow it. And as Paul mentioned earlier, and this is the thought, Paul, that I couldn't remember, was you said that people get into wholesale real estate because of the dream, and a lot of people fall out very quickly because they think, okay, I've made the conscious decision. I'm involved now with wholesale real estate. I'm going to be rich in 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna have a deal by the end of the month, making me $5,000. That's that's gonna get me all caught up on all my bills. I'll have another deal after that, and that'll get me get me ahead to where I can have some money in the bank, and then I'll make another deal the next month, and I'll have enough money that I can I can not have to work all the overtime that I'm working, and I'll have some more time that I can spend on this, and then I'll get another deal the next month, and when that doesn't happen, then the first deal, the end of the first month, they didn't get that deal, and now they're like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm spending all this time, I didn't get a deal, I'm still behind on all my bills, I got to put some more hours in at work so I can get caught up on these bills. And then next thing you know, you start trailing away from what could get you there and falling back towards that stuff that's constantly pulling you back, saying, "Oh, you got to come back and do this because this is how this is where it's safe and secure, and where you're definitely going to get money." I might have lost John. Anyway,
I thought I lost you. I apologize.
Yeah, so it's just life is going to continually try to pull you back away from the dream. The dream is, you got to have the dream, you've got to want the dream, but you've got to actually focus and commit to the dream. It's not just going to happen for you. You've got to put in the effort, and that's really what it comes down to, is you being committed and putting your focus into it. And even though it's only a little bit of time that you can put into it, you got to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and believe in yourself and in the system and in everything that you're doing, that it is going to happen. And if you hold that and you maintain that, then eventually it will happen. And eventually maybe you do make that $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever it is, and you get yourself all caught up on things, and you can step back and take a breath and go, wow, feels good, but you got to go right back into it, because if you look back on what it took you to get here, you got to continue doing that again and again and again.
Absolutely. And before I got cut off there a few minutes ago, I was just kind of wrapping up a very similar thought there, that this does take a lot of time and dedication and hard work initially to lay the groundwork to have a successful wholesale business. You have to have a system to continually bring in those deals, because if you're only able to put a little time in here and there, you could do a deal or two, maybe 3 a year. But how big do you want your business, and how bad do you want that financial freedom? And is even, you got to ask yourself too, is wholesale real estate the right vehicle for you? It's hard work. You have to have a certain resiliency, in my opinion, to be successful in this business. You have to have a certain determination and persistence, or this is not the right business for you.
That's so true. I mean, if you are the person who is looking for that, exactly the way that it was presented, that you can go out and get that deal and land that deal and have a big chunk of cash in 30 days, and it doesn't happen, and you give up and you're on to something else. Well, maybe this wasn't for you in the first place. And there's a lot of segments about this business too that we talk about that turns people off as well too. And a lot of people will hit one of those phases along the way where they're like, oh my gosh, that's what I got to do, really? I can't afford that, or that's not me, or whatever the case might be. It's generally one of those two things: either I can't afford it, or it's not me. This is not the right thing for me. And if that's the case, that's fine. You just have to go out and find something else that is. If you want the dream, it's out there. You can have it. There's so many opportunities in the world today, right now, going on with technologies the way they are. I mean, heck, people are making crazy money off of that cost them nothing, because they know a little bit about how to work the internet. And they make some stupid video on YouTube, and they're making buku bucks off of it. I mean, there's just tons of opportunity out there, And there's all kinds of different ways that you can make money. You know, like I said, there's network marketing. You've got affiliate marketing, where you don't even have to have a product or service. You can sell somebody else's stuff. You know, there's just so many opportunities for people to do it. Wholesale real estate is one of the ways, and but every one of them is going to take work in the beginning. You know, it takes work and it takes time. You know, that's the whole thing. Is it takes time, and people have a tendency to want that dream of the get rich quick. And if I can't have this doesn't happen for me in 30 days, then it's bullshit. It doesn't work. It's a bunch of lies, and I'm just going to go back to my job.
There's two other key important factors involved with anything that you get involved with whether or not it's wholesaling, Paul, or it's, as you were mentioning, network marketing or marketing. And yeah, it's not nothing is get rich quick. You know, if you want to get rich quick, play the lotto and cross your fingers. But the point being is there's two key elements, and this is what I think a lot of people don't realize when they get into something new like wholesaling or network marketing, is that the two most important things you need to learn in sales, whether you want to be the marketer for your business or not, or the salesman for your business or not. Maybe you just have great ideas, but then you need to surround yourself with people that can do the sales and marketing. No matter what it is you're going to try to do out there and make money on, you have to get that message to the public and then have a system for dealing with the public once they contact you. So sales and marketing, I think, is two of the reasons, other than people thinking it's get rich quick, that this kind of business doesn't work for people, because people come into it without any sense of marketing and sales. That's two of the major secrets not revealed in almost 95% of the guru products out there that pitch these different things like wholesaling or real estate investing. And to me, those are two of the holdbacks too, is people's lack of knowledge in those areas.
And that's an area where most people have absolutely no knowledge whatsoever. And in fact, they probably have more of a distaste or even a hatred towards marketing and sales, because we get bombarded every minute of our lives. I mean, you should really take a minute, or take a day and take note of all the advertisement that you get bombarded all day long. I mean, it doesn't matter where you turn, you're getting bombarded with advertising. Advertising is marketing. You're getting bombarded with it every second of every day. I mean, everything you're driving down the street, you got billboards, you got your radio on, you got commercials, and if you listen to some of these things, it's crazy. And if you calculated how much time out of your day that you get bombarded with someone's marketing, it's crazy, and so we have a distaste for that, because it's constantly being pounded upon us. And then, of course, then when if you have an interaction with a person, who's involved with these marketing efforts, the sales guy, obviously nobody likes to be sold. We love to buy, but nobody likes to be sold anything. So we have this huge distaste for these two areas. And like John says, they're the two key elements to any business. So if you want to start a business, you've got to change your whole thought process about sales and marketing to begin with, and embrace the fact that sales and marketing are key, and that I have to become good at sales and marketing, and that sales and marketing are a good thing, not a bad thing. And that's a tough mind shift to make.
I agree with you, Paul, 100%. Given my background, which is very similar, sales and marketing is something that I always kind of frowned upon, felt uncomfortable with. And I was in business for almost 7 years or so before I met you, Paul, in the paint business. And it never occurred to me that sales and marketing were the two areas that were holding my business back.
Yeah,
I thought it was lack of capital, or lack of finding good employees, and The idea that, well, if we're painting something, I have to be the one physically on that job painting it. No, I need to be out there selling the paint jobs and marketing to advertise the business and managing and organizing the work and things to get done.
And you know what's interesting is that you look around at all the businesses, especially the businesses that started from somebody who decided, screw that boss, I know more than he does, I'm going to go start my own business, right? Especially those businesses, but almost all businesses fail extraordinarily in this area of sales and marketing, and that's why their businesses are struggling. Like you said, they're focusing on all these other potential thoughts of why their business isn't working. Maybe my product's inferior. Maybe like you said, the employees aren't good. The money's not there. All those things. That's where they think that the problem is. Where in all reality, the problem is can be found and can 95% of the time be melted down into the fact that your sales and your marketing suck. and people have no concept of that. I've been looking around since we've been doing this mastermind study, and I've been studying a marketing guy, and I know John's been studying a sales guy. And if you look around at most any business, the marketing that they do, what happens is a lot of small businesses see what big companies are trying to do, and you hear it, and you hear this word a lot. And I realize that this word is another way of it's not a way, but it just so happens that it gets a lot of money out of people's pockets trying to do branding, brand their company, brand marketing and all of that. That's what the big companies do. They have so much going on. They're working on their brand. Well, you know what? You don't need to work on your brand if you're a small business. You need to work on your marketing and your sales within a small community, and not do what these big companies are doing as far as trying to, do brand marketing. Nobody cares about your brand at your level, okay? What they care about is your service, your product, and what kind of offers and what can they come to count on within your business, loyalty. Those are the kinds of things that and trust, and those are the kinds of things that they care about. And that's what that's where your marketing needs to be, not in, hey, we're Coca-Cola and, taste the dream, or whatever their advertising marketing is, some slogan that, gives you to think that, I drink a Coca-Cola is going to enhance the experience that I'm doing. That's not where you're at. You're at, the whole idea of this is what we do, and this is how, we can do this better for you than anybody else.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing that you pointed out there, Paul. And I got to share a little story here about how kind of true this is when it comes down to the level of the people that at least we're dealing with. They don't care what our brand is. They only care that we're there to help them and provide them value. And it isn't even about price. So I had spoke with a woman last week to go look at a property earlier in the week, and I told you about this one, Paul. This is the property I went and looked at, and someone that we both mutually know left a very similar marketing piece, and she had been approached by a couple of other investors recently due to the issue they're having on the property. So I met up with these people on Monday, built a little rapport, didn't make my offer until after I hung out with those people for at least 45 minutes, almost an hour, just chatting about their family, about the property, how it ended up to get so trash and behind in taxes and yada yada and so forth and so on. The key thing here is I built rapport, then we got down to numbers, I made them an offer, they said thank you, we're not ready to sign today, we will definitely get back in touch with you, let you know what we decide to do. We have several other people and investors interested, and we want to get a couple of other quotes. So, the lady calls me back yesterday, and she said, I met with some of the other investors. The guy we know mutually, she's like, what's wrong with that guy? I did not like him. I didn't like the other people. And I liked you because you just made us feel comfortable, and you seem really honest. And they didn't even get to the point of making an offer, quite frankly. This is her words, Paul. I don't care what they offer me. I'm selling it to you because I like you and I trust you.
Touchdown, right there. That's what it's all about. I'm so serious. That's exactly what we're talking about there. And you know what? That lady probably doesn't even know the name of our business. I guarantee you, she has no clue what the name of our business is.
She probably don't.
So if we go out and try to build our brand, who gives a flying F, right? We deliver value, and we present that information in a way that, like you said, it gets these people to be able to feel like they know us, and that gets them to feel like they like us and that they can trust us, and bam, that's when you're doing business. And that's where, you know, gosh, taking this thing all the way back to the beginning here, because we're just about out of time, your commitment to what you're doing is, you know, you've got to put that in, and as you're working it, you've got to keep track of what you're doing. You've got to see what's working and what's not. You're going to have to experiment. You're going to have to go out and learn some sales and marketing, by gosh, if you want to really get successful quicker and pass up your competition and do something in this business. And take that and just take the time to learn some marketing and sales skills and apply that into your wholesale real estate business and continue plugging at it. Stay with the persistence, and all of a sudden it will start happening for you, and happening in a big way. So we just about out of time here, John, so I'm going to throw it back to you for a couple of final words. That's a great story you just gave there. Just basically wraps it all up. But yeah, I just want you to go ahead and if you got a final thought, throw it out there, and take us home if you like. Oh, did I lose John? Might have lost John. Oh well, he doesn't get a final thought today. That's too bad. He always likes the final thought. But anyway, yeah, that's a powerful thing right there. So, you know, because like he said, here's 5 other investors coming to these people, and the lady's ultimate decision come down to the person who she felt the most comfortable with, who she liked the most, and who she felt that they could trust. Marketing and sales is where our presentation comes from. One of the things that might help you, here's my final tip. One of the things that might help you is that sales is not about selling something. Okay, it's not about pushing a product onto somebody. It's not about pushing your service or business or product onto somebody. Sales is about leading somebody. It's about presenting to them the reasons that they can make a rational decision as to why it's the right and best thing for them. That's what sales is. It's not about selling crap to people. It's not about pushing stuff on them. If you can figure that out and you can incorporate that into your business, you're going to be a whole lot more successful. John, you there? Nope. Okay. All right, everybody. That's it. That's our show for today. I want to welcome you all for being here. Like I said, there's 258 of these on YouTube. If you want to go to John and Paul's Wholesale, you can find 258 other videos here that can help you with your wholesale real estate business. And until then, it's a Freedom Friday, so enjoy your celebration. And we'll see you back here on New Update. We will be back on New Update. Like I said, I apologize for not being here this past week, but we will be back on New Update, back into the how to win friends and influence people, which is how to create and deliver that value. And with that, oh universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom. Bless me.
To sneeze? Oh, universe, ask for more wisdom to sneeze.
With which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. Everybody make it a great celebration, and we'll see you back here on New Update. Where's my little cursor at? There it is.